You think clubs pay huge number 9 fees for certainty, but the list says something else. They usually pay for a hot streak and hope the rest shows up later. Ramos got this fee after one giant Benfica breakout, and that World Cup hat trick buzz only added fuel. It's the modern striker market in a nutshell. One hot year, one huge check, and everyone talks themselves into the ceiling. This is the live summer peg, and it's why the list feels timely right now. Arsenal paid big, but not at the absolute top of the market, which tells you clubs are being a little more careful with strikers than they were a few years ago. Zlatan's fee looks almost modest now, which is funny because at the time it was huge. And it still fits the pattern. Massive talent, massive price, but the tactical fit was shaky from the start. Lukaku is basically the king of being expensive more than once. That's part of the weird number 9 economy too. If a striker still scores, clubs will convince themselves the next context fixes everything. Kuna's here because modern striker labels are slippery now. He isn't the old-school penalty box battering ram, but the market still prices his central forward upside like one. And yeah, that says a lot about how desperate clubs are for goals. Osimhen is one of the reasons this whole topic feels different right now. That's a huge fee for Turkey. And unlike some names on this list, this wasn't a kid-priced-on potential move. It was a club paying up for a proven scorer in his prime. Havertz is a good reminder that striker fees aren't always really striker fees. Clubs pay for a bundle of ideas, goals, age, technique, flexibility, and then spend 2 seasons deciding what the player actually is. This is one of the purest examples of the breakout year tax. Nunez had the size, speed, and chaos factor every defender hates, and Liverpool paid like the finished article was guaranteed to arrive. Kolo Muani's fee happened because one great season can light the market on fire. It's the sort of transfer that makes sporting directors swear they'll never do this again, right until the next striker scores 25 and starts looking irresistible. Ronaldo is a funny fit for this list because he became a devastating central scorer without being a textbook number 9 when the fee was paid. Still, the money was enormous. And unlike a lot of these deals, this one actually undersold what came next. Kane kind of breaks the pattern. This wasn't youth tax or one-season hype. This was Bayern paying for bankable goals. And honestly, that almost makes the fee look more rational than half the names around him. This one is almost the thesis of the video by itself. Higuain had just detonated Serie A. Juventus paid at peak heat, and that's what big number 9 fees often are, buying yesterday's explosion and praying it keeps burning. Griezmann wasn't a pure penalty box striker, and that's the point. Once clubs started pricing central attackers in one big bucket, the number 9 market got even more inflated and even less tidy. Felix is the giant neon sign for projection spending. Atletico didn't buy years of elite number 9 proof. They bought the idea of a superstar before the position, the role, and the final version of the player were even settled. Dembele's fee is one of the best reminders that headline numbers can be part cash, part add-ons, part panic. Barcelona were shopping in the post-Neymar chaos market, and the price looked exactly like that, now frantic. And here's the payoff. Mbappe tops the striker list because nobody embodied upside pricing like this, a teenager, a world-level ceiling, and a fee that basically admitted clubs were now buying futures contracts with boots on.